What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? I'd like to welcome you back to EGGRO VR. Today we're going to take a deep dive into the DPVR E4, which DPVR was kind enough to send me a unit, the E4, for review. I would like to say thank you to DPVR, formerly known as DPoon. They've been in the game for quite some time, and it seems like they've kind of hit this one out of the park. I was pleasantly surprised when it comes to this PCVR HMD. Now, I have tried a variety. I also have the MetaQuest 3. We'll dive into that as well. But for now, we're going to dive into the DPVR E4. This has a field of view of 116 degrees. That is fantastic. Also, the HMD provides resolution that is on par with the Oculus Quest 2. Well, I guess we can say the MetaQuest 2. Now, that is 1832 by 1920. This headset also goes up to 120 hertz refresh rate, which is fantastic for some games. Not all games support it. Not all games even look good at 120 hertz. For flight simming, my sweet spot is 90 hertz. I like to stay there. I adjust my settings accordingly, and that's what I provide to you. Now, in the past, I'm going to get this out of the way. I have shared an overclock. Now, when I do an overclock for, say, the i7 12700K, and now I have the i9 13900K, which I don't overclock, but I undervolt. Now, if I share that, that is particularly for the i9 13900K and no other CPU, because I do not want to cause you to brick your PC, as this hardware is not cheap. So if you're going to follow the guidelines with an overclock or undervolting or anything like that, just be sure that your hardware is on par or exactly the same as mine, although you may still get different results. But let's move on to the HMD. I have spent countless hours flying in Digital Combat Simulator, and with this HMD, also I've played Beat Saber, Pistol Whip, so the tracking I know is actually quite good. It's somewhere near the Oculus Quest 2. In terms of resolution, I believe that the resolution on this is better than the Oculus Quest 2. And we have a competitor here for the mid-market, mid-price market. I would say these guys are going to fill that spot for the HP Reverb G2. Now the G2, as everyone already knows, HP is out of the race for HMD, which is kind of sad news. It's been a while that we've all known this. Eventually what happens is, and I'm sure you know this, is they're not going to roll out updates for the HMD because there's no need. They're not in the game anymore. DPoon, right, or DPVR have been in the game for a while, and I think they're going to be in the game for quite some time to come. This headset and its ergonomics actually pleasantly was very surprising. There's a lot to this HMD that I love. There are a couple caveats. We'll get to that right now. My few caveats, and I would say things that, you know, maybe they could have changed or could do better for future iterations of this product, are this rubber interface. I would say the rubber interface should have been replaced with a silicone interface, and it probably would have cost the same. Generally, for mass production, I would say. So in the future, hopefully moving forward, they're going to go with a silicone or a fabric interface for these HMDs. The sound is my other caveat, I would say is a major issue. The sound isn't awesome. I would say it's probably the worst that I've heard on any HMD to date, and that's saying a lot. The Quest 2, the sound wasn't that good, but it's such an easy fix. If you have a headset, then use it, because more or less you're probably going to use it regardless of the headset that you're using. Mind you, the HP Reverb G2 over-the-ear headphones are perfect. I would say damn near perfect. But some folks still use their over-ear headphones that they have. I would say the sound is really bad, but it is fixable. They do send what came with the package is earphones, plug into 3.5 millimeter jack. So if your earphones have that, then you're golden. You don't have to worry about sound. Those are my only two complaints about this headset. Other than that, this new flip-up visor design, I wouldn't say it's new. This thing's been out for a while, but this flip-up visor design is perfect. I absolutely love it. we will get to that, and maybe I'll dive into it right now. In the past, headsets like we're going to move the Quest 3, Oculus Quest 2, the top strap right here, this top strap, is supported only by a small plastic bar. And if that little plastic bar breaks, then you no longer now have a head strap supporting the weight from the top of your head, which also alleviates the stress from the side of your head to the back of your head to your face. So I would say that is an important feature. Maybe they can fix that in the future with other HMDs, but I don't see this being a problem with this HMD. That was a major letdown. You can see, for me, I snapped that little plastic bar. I'm constantly making adjustments, which means I'm pulling the headset off my face. And by doing that, it's going to put pressure on that and wear and tear. So it's not Meta's fault. I would just say maybe they can come up with a better design where this must be an issue for other folks. Maybe I'm just a power user and I break my stuff, but I tend to take care of my stuff. So I was surprised that broke there. And that wasn't the first HMD. In this situation, I just got frustrated and cut it off because I do have this Halo design strap by Kiwi Design with the tightener here. It is still comfortable, but I would still love to have a top strap. Mind you, we'll get to the HP G2 because that also happened on my HP Reverb G2. We'll just put this down for now and we'll grab the HP G2. You're going to see some wires sticking out because this is a PCVR device. This is the G2. As you can see, I did a little Frankenstein build here using a zap strap with a couple twist ties vertically. So your zap strap is horizontal, 2 vertical twist ties strapped to my foam interface provided by HP. I know there are other designs, but again, with that little top plastic bar, I don't know, maybe it's just I'm cursed with that, but I tend to break those pretty easy. Probably because I'm constantly trying to fix or make adjustments in DCS VR to provide videos. I would say moving forward, I'm hoping that more HMDs come up with a design like this. This, I know the Meta Quest, I just double tap the Meta Quest 3, double tap, and then I'm on my screen. But it's not real life. It's still, you're looking through a camera, which is slightly distorted. You don't get that here. Yeah, another problem. Okay, so that was another thing, and that again, it's with this rubber interface. Is when you have this flipped up and you glance at your monitor, when you bring it back down to your face, this rubber interface, because it's just so flexible and wibbly wobbly, it goes over your eyes. So then you have to pull it from your face, make your adjustment. It's not the best scenario. In terms of comfort, this HMD is actually surprisingly very comfortable when you have it set properly on your head. I like to actually have this top Halo design with this tightener here at the crown of my head, and then I tighten it, and I find that works pretty good. The only problem is you still have to make that adjustment when you come back down for this not being in your eyes. It's still rocking Fresnel lenses, and as we all know, Fresnel lenses do provide screen door effect. You do see it with this HMD, it's just not that severe. It's not like what you would think. It does have the high resolution. This is a 4K PCVR HMD, so that alone was impressive. The camera design is pretty much on par with the Quest 2, as well as the 6 degrees of freedom and the inside out tracking, same thing. I would compare the two. The controllers are pretty much the same exactly as the Meta Quest 2. I would just say the same in terms of functionality. The tracking, like I said, I played Pistol Whip, Beat Saber, was fantastic. So again, the resolution, like I said, was 1832 by 1920. Again, that's Quest 2. But the problem is, I would still say this resolution's a little better than the Quest 2 because it's a PCVR device using a DisplayPort cable. Now, you're going to get compression with any kind of standalone headsets converted to PCVR. USB-C to USB-A you're going to get compression, and a lot of folks don't like compression. So I guess if you're in the flight simming or even race simming world and that's what you do, then PCVR is obviously the way to go. I think we have a contender here for the market. We're going to take a dive in. I'm going to share some footage. We're going to go over the full specs of this. I've shared some specs, but there's just so much to these devices. One more thing. This iridescent screen on the front here is absolutely fantastic. I will plug it in. You get a little blue light, actually transitions between colors, but this iridescent screen, I just love it. And we also have this air release, I guess you'd say little portholes. What's going to happen is the internals are going to cool down because the air is going to release. Some folks have complained about fan noise. And again, like I said, with the fan noise and with the bad sound, you're probably going to have your headphones plugged in anyways. So you're not even going to hear the fan noise. I know I don't. There's no way I'm hearing the fan noise over my earphones. Other than that, it's great. And the setup was fantastic. Probably the easiest setup that I've had on any HMD so far. It took all about 5 minutes. And I've played around. I think I've had 5 or 6 different HMDs now so far. And I would say this is by far the easiest setup. Once you're in, it's really easy. The IPD it's not auto adjustable. It doesn't even have a roller to adjust your IPD. You have to do that through software, which is again through their app. It is super easy. I will show you exactly how to do it. I believe it comes stock or default at 65 millimeters, so IPD at 65. For me, my IPD is 64, so I didn't even have to transition or make any changes, but I'm going to show you exactly how easy that is. Without further ado, let's dive into this HMD, and I'm going to show you what it's capable of, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. There has been a mixed bag of reviews. I've seen some folks not very happy with the product, but I know that it was actually, to me, like I said, was pleasantly surprised. This HMD, I do have pretty beefy PC with a RTX 4090, the i9 13900K, 32 gigabytes of Dominator Platinum at 5600 mega transfers per second, 1000 watt PSU by Corsair, and Asus Z690 Hero Maximus motherboard. What else am I missing? 3 terabytes of Western Digital SN850, 1 terabytes, whatever, which is fantastic. You want to go with an SSD if you're going to be doing any kind of flight sims anyways, M.2. But like I said, without further ado, let's dive into this HMD and let's have some fun. Here we go. The DPVR E4 is a new virtual reality headset that enhances your gaming experience. It is light and compact like never before. Only 280 gram body weight without the head strap. Lighter than other Fresnel VR headsets, it provides incredible comfort for an extended gaming session. Seamless transition in just 1 second. With a 90-degree flip-up design, you can easily switch from reality to virtual reality without even missing a beat. Immerse in 4K crystal clear graphics. 4K high resolution LCD screen with 120 Hz refresh rate offers ultra sharp visuals and minimalized screen door effect. Enjoy lifelike graphics in the virtual reality world. 6 degrees of freedom, upgraded precise tracking and control. Inside-out tracking, 4 camera sensors. No base stations required, which means you will save money. 6 degrees of freedom, control whenever you want. Anywhere from a more accurate and realistic gaming experience. A wide field of view at 116 degrees. Close to the field of view of the human eye, providing wider vision and more immersive experience. Get your DPVR E4 for as low as $499 with a flash sale for the E4 with a $40 discount, and the code is uppercase DPVR E4. I was surprised at how well this headset handles Digital Combat Simulator in virtual reality. Quite a smooth experience with its resolution and the fact that we can bump it up to 120 Hz. There are a lot of games now that do support this, but I still find my sweet spot to be 90 Hz. So use the link in the description below, and if you do, I'd like to say thank you. That helps this channel to grow. And I gotta say thank you to my subscribers for sticking with me so far. I'm still coming off of COVID here, so I'm just getting this out. Next week we will put out a video on the MetaQuest 3. I hope you're all safe out there, and don't forget, subscribe and ring that bell for any future content that I may share with you. Bye for now.
Introducing the DPVR E4 VR headset, a blend of technology and immersive entertainment. The front panel boasts a sleek design, ensuring it's not just technologically superior, but also a piece of art. Its optics are engineered for clarity. With its high-resolution display, you'll see the virtual world as it was intended. The ergonomic design ensures that even during long usage, comfort remains paramount. The DPVR E4 comes equipped with essential ports, allowing for seamless connectivity. With its tracking system, your movements are mirrored in the virtual world with high precision, ensuring a true-to-life VR experience. Whether you're gaming, watching a movie, or exploring a virtual landscape, the DPVR E4 delivers crisp visuals and smooth performance. And with a rich ecosystem of content, you're never short of adventures. Its controllers are designed for intuitiveness. With haptic feedback and ergonomic design, they become a natural extension of your hand in the virtual space. The DPVR E4 VR headset pushes the boundaries of what's possible in virtual reality. Experience the future today.